William Morrow and HarperAudio present The Phoenix Crown, a novel by Kate Quinn and Janie Chang. Performed by Saskia Maarleveld and Katharine. To Stephen and Geoffrey. Prologue. Summer 1911. London. "A rose by any other name," someone quoted, and Alice Eastwood was hard-pressed not to roll her eyes. When it came to Shakespearean quotes about flowers, hang Romeo and Juliet, she preferred Julius Caesar. Nature must obey necessity. Because Mother Nature was a carnivore, she ate what she wanted when hunger made it necessary. Alice had known that in her bones since that day 5 years ago, when the earth shrugged its shoulders and a city cracked in half. "You've been on quite a pilgrimage of Europe's gardens and conservatories, Miss Eastwood. Will you return to San Francisco soon?" The question came from the director of the Royal Botanic Gardens in Kew, as he trailed Alice toward the palm house with its great glassed layers like a crystal wedding cake. "I understand you've been invited to resume your old position at the California Academy of Sciences, curator of botany." Not yet. But she knew it was coming, the invitation to help rebuild the lost herbarium. Whether she could bear to accept or not, she hadn't yet decided. So Alice sped her footsteps to outpace both the question and her companion. She still had the vigor for the work, no question. Perhaps she was 52, but she certainly hadn't calcified with her advancing years. Whether heading up a California mountain to investigate a poppy field, hauling herself into a pack mule's saddle for an expedition in the Rockies, or striding along raked gravel paths of formal gardens, Alice Eastwood was always first on the scene. No, it wasn't the vigor she lacked. It was the heart. Set foot on that treacherous San Francisco earth again, after what had happened there. The director hurried after her, a little out of breath. "The Academy's herbarium was destroyed during the '06 earthquake, I believe. Such a loss to science." "Yes," Alice said briefly, eyeing the palm house as though it were a thorny sample she had to yank out of the ground without her field gloves. She had a little bit of a thing about conservatories. She wasn't going to call it a fear. Ever since that particular day in '06. But you couldn't be a botanist and have a thing about conservatories. So she squashed it down firmly and strode inside. Ah, the smell of vegetation, warm air, fern fronds. Life. The sun twinkled through the glass panes overhead. Paths wound under shading palms, and she thought she could smell the elusive scent of orchids. "You have a sample of Encephalartos altensteinii I was interested in seeing." "Yes, this way. Someday I'm hoping to lay hands on an Epiphyllum oxympedalum, but—" "A queen of the night?" Alice didn't often veer away from proper scientific names. It felt mildly rude, like addressing a woman by her nickname when you hadn't yet been formally introduced. But Epiphyllum oxympedalum was special. "Yes." The director of the Royal Botanic Gardens brightened, tugging on his whiskers. "I've never been lucky enough to lay eyes on one, much less in bloom. Difficult when it only flowers for one night, eh?" "I've seen one bloom." Alice could see it now, a white, exotic blossom opening slowly in a dark room, almost seeming to cast its own light, emitting a heady and indescribable fragrance. She remembered her fingers trembling as she touched one exquisite petal, remembered the look on the faces of the women around her.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?